there, welcome back. So recently I had a conversation with a friend of mine who does a lot of volunteer work, and she's very passionate about this organization, and she truly believes in the cause, and she invests a lot of time and energy with this group. And she was talking about a recent community meeting where the leaders were commenting to outsiders how valuable the volunteers are and how they couldn't exist without them. And she said, that rings so hollow when not a single person in that organization has even acknowledged the hard work that I've done in the last year. And telling people how valuable we are means nothing if they can't tell us. And I thought, wow, how sad is that? Here you have people volunteering with genuine motivation to contribute, and no one can take the time to stop and say thank you for the work that you do, or hey, I really appreciate everything you've done on this particular case. Sounds so simple, right? Well, whether it's a volunteer position or a team at work, there's been a wealth of research conducted to find out what keeps people engaged and motivated. And it turns out one of the biggest missing ingredients is something as simple as a thank you. In a recent survey, 60% said they rarely or never express appreciation to their coworkers, and 74% rarely or never express appreciation up to their boss. Furthermore, almost half had not received recognition from their boss in more than 6 months. And although 90% of organizations say that employee recognition and appreciation is an organizational priority, 89% of people who quit cite lack of appreciation as one of the major reasons why. Dan Ariely is an expert in human motivation and a PhD in psychology. He does a lot of work on trying to determine what actually keeps people motivated and engaged. And recently I shared a nugget about a study that he had conducted regarding the motivation of money. And if you missed that one, it's fascinating, and I'll add the link below. But he conducted another experiment where he asked people to circle pairs of letters on a sheet of paper. And he paid them successively less for each sheet because he wanted to find out how many times they would continue to complete the task before it just wasn't worth it anymore. In the first group, people were told to write their name on the paper, and when they turned it into the facilitator looked it over, acknowledged that it was complete, and put it in a specific pile. The second group was told not to write their name on it, and when they turned it into the facilitator didn't even look at it and just turned it face down and put it in a pile. The third group was told not to put their name on the paper, and when they turned it in, the facilitator dropped it right directly into a shredder. The results? Well, it probably wouldn't surprise you to know that those who were acknowledged completed the task an average of 9 times compared to only 6.6 times for the group whose work was shredded. And that makes sense. It's logical to assume that acknowledgement will keep people motivated longer. But the most significant finding was with the people who were ignored. Those people completed the task almost the same number of times as the people whose work was shredded. What's the takeaway? Well, ignoring people's effort is almost as bad as shredding it right in front of their eyes. Acknowledgement is essential, and even something as simple as a thank you makes a huge difference. And one more thing, espousing appreciation from the podium isn't the same as a sincere personal thank you. It will not only come across as disingenuous, but as my friend says, it will ring hollow and actually demotivate people. If you want to learn more about how the brain works and how to make it work better, check out my book, Happy Hour with Einstein, and the full-color companion gratitude journal available now on Amazon. And if you enjoyed this neuro nugget, you might like these previous nuggets about the surprising science of human motivation.